we signed our collaboration agreement with our First Nations partners on April 9th of this year. And obviously, discussions continue, and we are partners. We're very close partners. And now, because the offtake agreements have been signed, and obviously, the next level of financing and development of the company now becomes bankable because of those offtake agreements.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is John Passalacqua. He is the CEO of First Phosphate. And John, good to see you again. How are you?
Yeah, great, Steve. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so the company out with an announcement today that featured a number of things within it. And first off, let's talk about these offtake agreements. Pretty substantial, even though the companies aren't named. These are pretty big, I understand.
Yeah, basically the offtake agreements regard the upstream processing of our phosphate production. It is quite substantial for a company at this level of our development. Now that our PEA is out, and we will soon be approaching into our feasibility studies, it's quite a remarkable achievement for a company of our size to have these agreements signed off on so quickly and so early in our production. I think it speaks to the quality of our PEA and the quality of the resource at Bégin-LaMarche, and where we will be going with this.
Yeah, and there's a number of conditions that have to be met through both companies as you move forward, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. You also talked about within the news release today work you're doing with First Nations in the area around your mine, and I know that's something that's been very important to you, and this is a monumental day to get this next stage done.
Yeah, so I mean, we signed our collaboration agreement with our First Nations partners on April 9th of this year, and obviously, discussions continue, and we are partners. We're very close partners, and now, because the offtake agreements have been signed, and obviously, the next level of financing and development of the company now becomes bankable because of those offtake agreements. Our First Nations partners finally comfortable to move to the second stage of our discussions about their financial investment into the project, which was mentioned in our April 9th press release. So that would be one of the larger undertakings of the collaboration agreement. So we're very happy to be a local mine and downstream processing facilities, and to have that local involvement from the community, especially our First Nations, right in the area.
John, I know that's something you've worked really hard on is to get that buy-in from First Nations, but also the local community as well. And you want this to be something that has legacy as it continues to grow.
Yeah, I mean, since the very beginning, I mean, personally as CEO, I've seen a mining project as being more a result of proper local relationships, and I've seen the local relationships to be key to develop a project in concert with the local communities, and a project that is acceptable to local communities, can work for the local communities, can do good by the local communities, and can have the involvement of the local communities. That's what we really saw was a big disconnect in mining and downstream processing and technology companies, was sometimes the inability to really understand the local context. So we've tried, we continue to try. We hope that we're doing a good job in that regard. But it's really by having the local partners like we do, like the First Nations, the local regional CMAX, which is the economic development arm in Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean, and a number of local partners. That's what I think makes us really have our ear to the sounding board out there. So I think that this is really in line with that, having the First Nations also become a financial partner in the facilities at the mine, and even mid and downstream.
Exciting day for sure, John. Thanks so much. Great to see you again, and we'll talk soon.
Yeah, thank you so much, Steve. Always
All
appreciate
right.
it. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and all your listeners.
Yeah, you as well. John Passalacqua, the CEO of First Phosphate.